So, last we left our party, they had just got done dealing with some Eladrin that had been causing trouble to the town and trouble to their new friend, Artis Simmer. They... Upon returning to the Wandering Vessel, Gazrakul, interested in Artis Simber and everything about him, became fixated on the ring that he was wearing. And in an attempt to retrieve the ring from Artis, incurred the ring's wrath, which froze him instantly. This prompted Artis to kind of apologize for the ring's actions, but also not apologize because he kind of deserved it. But luckily, Gazrakul was frozen, probably the best place possible, as he is now just chilling in the Wandering Weasel. The rest of the party dig up as much information as they can from Artis Simber on to possibly free Gazrakul, as well as more details into who's following and why. Upon retrieving most of this information, the party quickly realizes that most of this applies to the Queen of Air and Darkness, as it is her ring that Artis Simber wears. And the party realizes that Grey Malkin, a servant of Queen of Air and Darkness, was still in the room, just watching and listening. So they decide wisely to switch courses, but not before they lose another member of the party. Our very own Chilabu. Ominous writing appears on the contract possessed by Eve. And Chilabu is seemingly lost to the Nine Hells. But they kind of move on from that and journey into Chilabu's room. Where they continue the discussions on what to do next. And Eve lets the party know that Gazrakul is a member of the Zentarum, which apparently Artis Simber is not too happy about. I think that is where we jump back into it. Everyone can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you cut out for a bit there in the middle, but
Yeah.
everything's good now.
Okay, good to go.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks, Discord.
Double checking you are recording.
Yeah, the recording's fine.
This is what happens when we don't use the rest of the 15 minutes.
Discord's just like, no, you wait.
Oh.
Anyway, we're in the Wandering Weasel.
We left off with Artemis waking up after he
Yes.
said Zentarum.
Yes.
What is his reaction right now?
He looks a wee bit miffed. So you're saying he's Zentarum?
Okay, listen. Weren't you supposed to be sleeping? Listen, okay. We're not in league with them or anything. He just randomly joined us in our group to help us when we were direly in need of assistance. So,
And you didn't kick him out when you found out he was Zentarum?
listen, man, you weren't there. We were in sore need of allies at that moment, and there was nobody else. And he volunteered. And he was, in his defense, very helpful and has done nothing to harm any of us so far. Except for that sketchy thing with you earlier, which I am very sorry about.
Uh-huh. Sound just like the Lord's Alliance.
You didn't make a deal or sign any contract with him, did you?
No contracts. No.
No deal made either?
Eve just looks shifty.
Eve, I've been fighting them for longer than I care to remember. They play multiple games all at once. If you made a deal with him, please tell me now.
Virgil, we had no other way to get you out of there. We didn't know we were going to get help from you-know-who. We made a vague agreement.
Okay,
It wasn't anything...
What was the terms of this agreement then? He
Uh,
help you, rescue me. What is your end of this agreement?
Well, he was, a bit vague about it, but he just, requested our help with something down the line that might possibly involve... We didn't have any choice, Virgil!
And he who wanted to come with us to Waterdeep, right?
While
Yeah.
this very serious conversation is going on, the purple blobbed out Veritas is snoring in the corner.
Now he has us in his fucking pocket.
To be fair, there was also a whole discussion about those other guys who attacked us. Said they were Zentarim, and I came up, and he kind of said, "Nah, those aren't the real guys. It's me." So he's not the same as those other guys who tried to kill us.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently they've split into two main factions, and I guess they each see the other one as being a disgrace to the name.
Doesn't matter how many groups call themselves Zentarum as long as they act like Zentarum do. And that's the worst part of it. There's two factions. Eventually, they'll try to outplay one another and outkill each other. Yes, there's going to be many casualties in between. What you don't want is to be in their pocket. Because that favor can be anything, anytime, anywhere, and it doesn't stop at that one.
Well, there's no reason why it shouldn't. He did us the one favor. We agreed to one favor. We just get it over and done with at the time. And that's that. We never have to see any of them again.
That's not how that works, Miss Eve. Not. We're all capable. Fighters, historians. You know more than anybody here about pretty much everything. Bosch is a walking destruction. He can be anything, any person, at any time. And the abilities I have, they don't look at it as just a one-shot deal. We are now tools for them to use until they no longer see fit. When a Zentarum no longer sees fit, you no longer breathe.
Well, they can't make us do anything. They can come after us, I suppose, but to be fair, I guess we already had the other faction of Zentarum to deal with that didn't like us, so it's not like a whole lot has changed on that front.
I'm lucky enough not to have anyone really close to me in my life. Any of you here say the same thing? Loved ones, mother, father, brother, sister, wife, girlfriend, anything. 'Cause if you have that, you'll go for that.
Good luck. I'd like to see them try to take out my family. They're perfectly capable of defending themselves.
She
I
says,
see
but
a
looks a little
couple,
worried.
couple bright sides here. I mean, on the one hand, I'm pretty sure he didn't get a chance to talk to his people back in Neverwinter. If we just don't save him, then I don't think anybody needs to know. On the other hand, if we do save him, well, that's a favor. Hey, look, we saved your life. We're even now.
That's true. We could spin it that way. I don't like. Listen, I'm no fan of the Zentarum in general, but I don't like the idea of just leaving this guy here after he did help us. He was by our side when we went to bust you out of there, Virgil. He risked his life just like the rest of us. So. But yeah, I really like that idea. Maybe we can just spin it that way. Okay, our debt to you is paid. And that can be that.
If he is a peon to the Zentarum, if he's not really high up in chain of command, maybe that might work, but he has the ear of district leader or hell, even like one of the guild heads. They're gonna do anything in their power to twist and contort anything in our lives to benefit them. That favor may be taking out a king. Or something even higher up. I don't know. But I wish you guys would have told me he was in Tarim before this moment.
I'm sorry, we didn't have a lot of time to have conversations. I was actually going to be trying to talk to you, but then you were kind of locked up in here, and people said you weren't doing so well.
Yeah, and this conversation is not really helping any of it, but fuck it, we're here now, aren't we? So, and Virgil looks to our guest. I'm in the same boat as you. I had no idea that he had affiliations with them, so I apologize for all of this being sprung on upon you. It doesn't really change our plan. Our plan is to get you to safety, and you in that ring the fuck out of here. So we'll just do that for now and deal with everything else on our own.
Alright. Well, honestly, as soon as I can get my dagger back, I think that I could just go.
I thought you said you needed a rest.
I got the rest I need.
Are you sure? That's to keep you hidden, isn't it? That's pretty important. Are you sure you want to rush that?
I got enough time I needed. I am hidden again. Once I get my dagger, I can get out of here.
Does he seem to be being honest about that?
Inside.
Well, oh, I reroll ones! Oh, that's not much better.
Better than a 1.
Alright. You cannot discern if he's telling truth or lie.
Well,
You definitely discern that he wants to get out of there.
Yeah.
That he quickly feels like this is not as safe a place as you once promised.
You're gonna be able to make it past Greymalkin, okay?
I should be able to get by quickly.
Anything will just run interference.
Based on how she did in other fights, she's doesn't seem that strong. But I don't know who she's talked to since.
Well, obviously Lush is not gonna let anything happen while we're here, so we just gotta get him out the door and block the door.
That's assuming that she can't get out by other means, but I guess that is harder to do in this place than it would be elsewhere.
I had to ask
Assuming she's
Tommen
still
permission to
inside.
save his life.
You what?
I had to ask Tommen permission to save his life. I don't think Tommen allows spellcasting. Weasel seems to have tight grip on it. So if he doesn't allow it, it doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, if you're sure that you're ready. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about all this. I am. But nobody can get to you in here who isn't already in here, and nobody can get through that door who isn't authorized. So, in spite of the bad experience you've had with us so far, you are reasonably safe here for the time being. If you need more rest, but if you're not, I understand.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay.
God damn!
That's better.
Hmm.
I am good to go, but if time is needed to ensure I get out of here safely, then fine.
Okay. I had an idea for run-in interference with Grey Malkin, but honestly, I think maybe blocking her in here might be the better bet.
Is Bowman gonna have a problem with that though?
Hmm.
We just cluster by the door, waiting to exit the weasel. I don't see a problem with that. Just because she's at the back of the line, she can wait her turn.
You don't think Lush will just pick us all up like little rag dolls and toss us out if she feels like we're being insincere?
From what I understand, as long as we don't physically cause an altercation, and it seems like whoever starts the altercation is the one that Lush will deal with. As long as we don't try to cast any harmful spells or hit her with any of our weapons or physically harm her in any way. If she does something, she has to answer to them. We're just bystanders.
That's true.
I'm hoping, at least.
I think that's a solid idea. Well, we'll see how that goes in the morning, I guess.
Still think we should have watches, just in case anything strange happens throughout the night.
Okay.
Should be fine.
You can get back to your rest if you need it or if you wish to sleep. And Virgil says that to whatever his name is. I can't think of it right now. Damn it.
Arcus?
Yeah. For some reason, I want to say Artemis. I'm like, that's not it. In the meantime, while you rest, did you describe your dagger? How go out and look for it?
That's not necessary. I've actually got it. Sorry, sir, I kinda tossed it away from you earlier because we weren't sure if we trusted you or not yet. Huh. I picked it back up, though.
Oh, thanks. He'll hold his hand out for it.
Oh, okay.
Eve will reach to her belt and tap her rapier twice. Is it there?
Your rapier's not there.
God damn it!
But that's only because Shelby is standing next to the desk with the dagger in hand.
Whoa! Oh, there you are.
Eve just points to her.
There you go. Thanks, Jellivy.
She'll hand the dagger to him. Be careful not to lose it. Thanks. Where did she come? Never mind.
Don't worry about it.
Let me know when you're ready.
Will do.
Okay. What do you now?
Slumber party in the hotel room.
For some reason, this room doesn't get HBO.
I guess I can take first watch unless someone else wants to.
I'll take second.
I'm an early riser as is, so I'll take the last one then.
Alright. You all take watches in Chilbu's room?
Aren't we in Virgil's room?
No, we went to Chilbu's room.
But then we moved to Virgil's room afterwards.
You kept fucking with shit, Veritas.
That's right. I keep fucking shit.
Trying to make platinum with a beaker and flame, like that's not gonna work.
Alright. You all proceed to have a long rest. Nothing happens as no one else is allowed inside. You waken the next morning. What do you do?
So we had a plan. We're gonna rush out the door and try and block it.
I wouldn't say rush, just we all leave the room, go towards the tavern area. You all right there, buddy?
You see the blobs like stretch like almost like a full like 180 and then like swirl as he turns back into the elf form that you're familiar with.
That is just not natural.
Ugh.
I feel refreshed there. Rachel,
Uh,
don't feel like
Uh,
my body is going to lock up and freeze anymore.
that normally happen? Just curious. Are you gonna like turn into a blob in the middle of our travels all the time, or are you just like super exhausted and tired, and that's what happens?
Well, maintaining a more complex form like this is more taxing, I must say, Master Virgil. Oh, Virgil.
Much appreciated. Yes, we will just escort him towards tavern. Kind of make a dividing line between her and him. And worst case scenario is if she's by the door. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I might see if she'll give me a favor or something. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to do that, but need something. Unless anyone has any other ideas to draw her away from the door.
Three cards?
Let's not jump to that if we can avoid it. But I did have something. She kind of hefts her journal from where she had been writing in it during her shift. I don't know if anyone had anything that they wanted to get out of that favor. If you do, speak now or forever hold your peace, I guess. But I did have a kind of a way to stall her with the favor, because she can't do anything that's directly against her queen's orders, but if it doesn't have anything to do with her orders and just happens to take her far out of the way for a little while, then that doesn't have to do with anything, right? And that would get her out of our hair for long enough for Mr. Arctis to get away from here.
Either that or play cards with her, which none of you seem to want to do.
I'm not real good at cards, but I like games.
Well, I don't think we want to play with the deck that she has with her. That's playing with fire there. I don't.
Miss Eve, it
Oh.
was fine last time we played.
Veritas! We almost lost Jilbu!
He came back?
Because that's a thing he can do! If he'd been anyone else, he would have been screwed. And that's not even the worst thing that can happen by far. Just, if you can avoid it, it's not worth it, buddy, okay? But anyway, is there anything that anyone wants with that favor? Or is just stalling her with it a decent backup plan?
Guess we have to play it by ear. I mean, if it's the only card we have to play, then I guess you have to play it. We obviously can't attack her. We can't allow her to exit the Weasel as he's exiting, or some of us go with him. You need to just be outside the Weasel, and you're gonna do whatever it is you need to be done, and poof, you're gone? Or are you just gonna like run off into the city?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh?
Miss Eve.
Huh?
What? What?
I need a, like, going back to to the vial that he had the platinum coins in. Platinum vial. Summon help.
Ah, you want that to be your favor? Hmm. I mean, that could work unless she has some way to just magically summon one from thin air that she could hand to us and be like, okay, here you go, favor done.
I'll ask for a platinum vial from somewhere
Yeah,
particular far away.
or or we could ask her, go to someplace far away and smelt down some platinum so that she has to do it herself and bring it back. That'll take a little bit, right? Certainly enough time to get away, right? Oh, sir, you didn't answer the question. Are you just going to be able to poof away real quick? Or how long do you think you'll need?
As soon as I step out of the tavern, I'll be able to get out of here.
That's it?
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay, guys.
Oh, maybe we're overthinking it.
Vial?
Well,
Veritas kind of hands the vial over to you. Vial? Summon help?
Okay. How about we ask her after Mr. Simber has gone? So we don't, force her to step out of the tavern before we actually get him out of the tavern.
before we exit, this favor, it can be anything as long as it doesn't go against her queen's wishes, as you say, correct?
That's what she said, more or less. Anything within her power.
Well, you've traveled with her longer than I have. How powerful do you think she is?
Honestly, it's hard to say. She's fought by our side a few times, but I don't know. I
can
have yeah. Honestly, from what we've seen so far, you're probably not wrong. But I have a funny feeling that someone who was specifically a bodyguard to a high-ranking member of the Winter Court is probably not as much of a pushover as she has appeared to be. Not that she's appeared to be an entire pushover, but I feel like it's possible she's been holding out on us with some of her strength.
Not
So
to
I
keep
don't
using
really
your
know.
metaphors, but she's holding her cards close to her chest, which is smart. But
Good one.
this favor can be anything as long as it doesn't go against her queen, which means in a tight spot. We're in over our head in a fight, or staring down deadly foe. It could be a ticket out or an ally for help.
Yeah, potentially.
I would try to hold on to that favor because it's hard to get those from powerful people. As long as it doesn't have an expiration date,
Don't think it does.
you can hold on to it until we truly desperately needed it.
Okay.
No vial?
We'll get the vial, Veritas. I promise you, okay? It's just going to take a lot longer than you expect.
That's
Aren't you
something
still waiting on that goal thing that you asked the chef to do?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Veritas runs out of the room.
Guess we're doing this now then.
Oh boy.
Oh,
And
Okay.
I'll go
I don't
after
know that this is
Veritas.
gonna. Yeah. Probably won't help much, but this will help a little bit. And I'll tap Arctus on the shoulder and gift him bolstering magic.
What?
Sorry about the screw
That's
up.
you.
So he can, for 10 minutes, he adds a d3 to attack rolls or ability checks. Assuming that it works. I don't know if magic of this place means that it doesn't work.
It doesn't seem like anything goes wrong.
So we're heading down the hall.
All right.
Eve.
Veritas goes first.
Sorry, I was just gonna say Eve kind of like taps Arctus on the arm before they head out, and is like, I know you'd probably be happy to never hear from any of us again, but if I can, if it's possible, I'll try to find out what the summer court wants with that thing, since you're gonna be busy keeping them off your tail. And if I find out anything useful, I'll find a way to let you know, okay?
Sure. All right. Let's do this.
Let's go.
So, Veritas. You enter the room. Do you pay any attention to the dining room?
A hard no.
Yes, Veritas.
Tentacle. Eyeball. Pickle.
Do you understand how long pickle takes?
Tilts his head.
Pickle.
Look. If just stop asking, all right? And it'll pickle faster.
If Veritas stop asking, is pickle fast?
Yes. You can roll insight if you want.
Staring into his eyes.
I'll roll really bad. This man is lying to you.
Veritas squints his eyes.
Is that only way pickle fast?
You want your pickle tentacle? Fine. Fine. Goes into the kitchen. He brings out a jar that has a pickle tentacle in it.
Yay!
There. Fine. Good enough for you?
Is the eyeball in there?
Yes.
Veritas happy. Thank you, Wildan.
Yeah. I need to get back. I'd say that when the rest of the party gets there.
You see Veritas holding up the jar triumphantly in the air.
There's someone clapping in the dining room.
Yeah, the moment Virgil gets in the dining room, he's from corner to corner looking, see if there's anyone new, anyone he recognizes, telling you, yada yada.
Well, you recognize Grey Malkin, who is just sitting there sipping some tea, and there is a new person there, a gnome, who is sitting at the same table as Grey Malkin, clapping their hands for Veritas. It is a feminine gnome, kind of in these very fancy green robes, almost. At the side of their seat, you see this this lyre, but it's very intricate design. Why don't I just show her picture?
Oh shit. Motherfucker.
Hey!
Huh. Alright. You've got competition.
Eve is trying to focus, but her eyes just automatically go to the lyre, and she's just kind of staring at it appreciatively.
How far is Grey Malkin from the entrance to the Weasel?
I want to say like 10, 15 feet, but she is sitting and sipping tea.
Is she facing direction? Is her back towards the exit or away from it?
It's kind of to her side. She's more facing you guys.
Okay. I'll approach the two, kind of positioning myself between her and the door, and I'm making like not necessarily like blocking her view, but I'm in the way of her view. She can easily just like lean back or lean forward and see past me, but so you must be the lady that they call Grey Malkin.
That would be what people call me, yeah?
Well, things have been hectic for some time now, and I haven't had the proper chance to thank you for aiding my friends in rescuing me.
Well, I owed them a favor. Perhaps you would like one as well.
I've been told of these favors that you can do. I wouldn't say interested, but more curious on the extent of your ability to actually uphold favors. I mean, if I were to get a favor and hypothetically speaking, ask if you could render a city to its knees for me to control, could you do that? Or is it more or less, can you go fetch me biggest chicken at the market favor?
That's rendering the city to its needs. Possible. But I think probably not in this instance. They really mad at the person who forced them to do this.
Yeah, that's true. It would be. Kind of just smiles a little bit. God, do they deserve it?
And so, speaking of favors, I do need to fulfill one. And she reaches into her, kind of like her pouch, and sets a bag on the table. And that's for you.
For me. Or for your friend. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's for you and your group. I'm not really sure who owns it now, but I think it mostly belonged to you.
Oh, does it look familiar?
Roll a history.
Let's just say no with Virgil's history. Holy shitballs.
Oh!
Man,
I
that looks a
remember
lot.
everything about this bag.
That looks a lot like the bag of holding that Shield was carrying.
Oh, snap.
I'll make sure it's back to Steve. Thank you. And he'll just like put it over his shoulder and look at her friend at the table. And
She has not been paying attention to you. She has been looking at Eve.
yeah, I get that a lot when you travel with her.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it is my fault. I did not mean to interrupt your morning breakfast with, I'm assuming, your friend here. And he kind of waves Eve over.
Eve, who had like settled to lean against the tavern door, kind of looks at him with like a really expression, but kind of sighs a little bit and walks over.
Look, guys! Look what I got!
Veritas rushes over to the table.
Hey, nice.
By this time, is Arctus long gone?
Roll a perception check.
We've been talking, or they've been talking for a while.
They have been.
The 13.
You look around, you don't see him.
By the way, is the ice sculpture still present and
Yes.
unharmed?
Yes, it is. It's there with it is there with Greymalkin.
Look, guys, that cool!
As Eve approaches, Virgil's going to like slowly more in the background of the whole area and just head out in front of the Wandering Weasel, see if he sees any footprints. See if he actually exited the weasel or not.
You open the door to the Wandering Weasel.
Yes.
Outside, you see immediately that the storm has cleared up, and there seems to be some general commerce happening outside. And you look down into the snow, and you see a single set of boot prints, and they lead nowhere.
Hope he knows what he's doing. For the time being, I'll just kind of take in the sights of this place, not leaving the immediate area of the Wandering Weasel's entrance. Just kind of like walking up back and forth or around the block.
Okay. You walk around the general area of the Brinchander marketplace, and you do notice that there does seem to be a kind of hurriedness to it. It looks like they've already cleaned up the mess that you guys left for them, and have already moved to look to be in the construction of a stage of some kind.
That's it. He's just kind of just getting his bearings of the city. Nothing really big to RP. I do have one question. In his time of just walking around, does he see anything that looks like a sportive figure, aka any type of town guard or thing like that?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
These cards suck. 19.
Okay, 19. You do see that there does appear to be an official looking over construction of stage. Definitely not guardsmen, but definitely of some sort of importance.
Okay. That's all. He's just scoping out the area, that's all.
Alright. Meanwhile, back in the bar, the gnome, when Eve approaches, will kind of offer their hand, just like, oh, hi.
Ah, hello there. I don't think we've met before. Eve will reach out and shake her hand.
Alright. as you shake her hand,
Oh no.
a frog pops up over her shoulder.
Oh. Oh, hello there, little fella. You're new too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Eliwick Tumblestrum.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Eve Harkett, as I'm sure Miss Greymalkin has probably mentioned already. That is a lovely... I apologize for staring earlier, but that is a lovely instrument you have there.
Oh, you like it?
It's quite beautiful. The lyre's one of my favourite instruments as well.
Yes, it has been probably my best instrument. But you also have an interesting instrument.
Oh, this Eve will pull out her Vial of Illusions. Yeah, new acquirement, this one. But it's served me very well so far.
Yes, I was around and I wanted to say hello to my friend Greymalkin here.
Oh, very nice. Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
No, it's fine.
Eve glances down and notices the bag of holding.
What? Is that... Where did...
Eve kind of looks questioningly at them.
Oh, it was a favor. And Greymalkin will kind of push it towards you.
Eve slowly reaches out and takes it and is just kind of staring at Greymalkin.
Did you meet Chilbu?
Unfortunately, I couldn't get close to him, but they were able to retrieve his bag.
They?
The devils that run.
Customer service.
Ah. Okay. Thank you very much. Was that a favor from them or from Chilbu?
I can't always discuss who calls it what favor.
Ah, of course, privacy concerns. Understandable.
You wouldn't want me to just blab about whatever favor you want to do to someone.
Well, I guess that entirely depends on the favor, but likely not. Fair enough.
How do you get past the voices of the damned?
You just have to know the right people.
I does not know.
The voices of the... Okay, we'll chat more about that later, I think.
So do you have Josh has been awkwardly in the back, wondering if we're gonna fight, and seems like not. You're- do you have plans now? To be hanging around here for a while?
I'm not quite sure. My lady has told me that it might be in my best interest to stick around the area for a while.
Just want to hang around with us, don't you? Josh kind of cracks a smile.
That depends on how long we stay.
Well, I think probably learned our lesson about talking too much. So, probably some breakfast, though. It's probably a good way to start the day.
Yeah, that sounds good, Bosch. Very good.
Eaten anything yet? Oh, hi, I'm Bosch, and I'll offer my hand to, what's her face? Ellie Wick.
I've already.
Well, don't mind me then.
But thank you. I also probably should get going. I need to someone. It was nice to meet you.
Eve glances over her shoulder real quick toward the door and around the room, and upon not seeing Arctus, is like,
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you as well. Safe travels to you.
Safe
Try
travels
and
to you.
keep the frog warm. It's real cold outside.
It's terrible.
It is quite cold, yes. But I'm sure that he'll be fine. And Eliwick will bar.
So what do you do about Cooley here?
Oh yeah, I guess we had kind of going one problem at a time. Can we do?
I don't know. We'll discuss that later, maybe. Enjoy the rest of your morning, Miss Grey Malkin.
she kind of backs away from the table, like, I am not talking in front of this woman ever again.
Okay. So, what do you do then?
Breakfast. I think is a good idea.
Mhm.
But Veritas is hungry.
As you turn to go to the bar to order breakfast, you see that breakfast is waiting for you.
Breakfast soup.
It was a convenient service.
Well, I strive for it.
And I take it we might have noticed by now that Virgil has also vanished.
Virgil left for a short time, but about this time, Virgil, would you be coming back to the bar?
Yeah. I just wanted to bearing of the city a little bit.
Alright, as Virgil opens the door, welcome to the Wandering Weasel!
Oh.
Oh, hello, Virgil.
Hello, Tommen. Never gets old.
You're right, never does.
And he will mosey his way over towards the group.
You see Veritas eating his breakfast soup by the front, by the front counter.
Are we good? Are we surrounded by who are coming to kill us?
We're fine. It's a normal town outside. Although they seems to be erecting a stage of some type.
A stage?
Yeah,
An
just-
outdoor stage? In a crazy place like this? These people are nuts.
Hey, I don't live here. I don't know what they're capable of. Maybe they have boats that are very warm. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, they're building something outside.
People are made out of nuts.
Some of them definitely. Not. That's a figure of speech. Don't try to eat anyone, please.
I just never tasted nut flavor.
You've never? Huh. Well, we'll have to fix that one of these days.
The problem has been solved. move on to the next one. And he kind of just leers at the giant ice cube. By the way, I'm assuming there's no water at the base of this ice cube, like it's melting or anything.
Nope.
Yep, figures. What about him now? Only have two options.
I just say throw him in pool.
I
How about we could ask Tommen if that's a good idea before we do it?
That's a good idea, Bosh. Although I don't know how much we'll get out of. Hey, Tommen!
Yes.
We got a bit of a question for you.
Question for me?
No, well, sort of. It's about that fantastic pool that you've got in here.
Yes.
So
a
our
lovely pool, isn't it?
oh yes, it's quite wonderful. I'm sure lots of people would kill to get a spot in that pool.
And many have.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But anyway,
That's why it's in the back.
Eve taps the side of her nose.
well, anyway,
Our buddy over there, she kind of tilts her head towards the statue.
It's quite chilled.
yeah, yup, you could say that, I guess. This happened to him yesterday, late in the. Well, was it late in the evening? It happened to him yesterday. Do you think the pool could do something about that, or would that not have the same effect as it usually does?
Would the help him? I don't recall if it would help him or not.
Eve kind of looks at Bosch and raises her eyebrows like, see?
Do you think it...
Nice. Something definitely worth trying.
I mean, what's the worst thing happen if you stay in the pool for too long?
The worst thing? Well, the worst thing is that you cease existing.
Okay, I'm all for trying this now.
Well, when you put it that way, how about in this particular scenario, Tommen? What could you were saying? Is he a person or is he ice? What would happen if he was considered ice and not a person?
Well, I don't know. I never put ice in.
Hey, Tommen, do you have any ice?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
And
He walks off
I
toward the
should-
pool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go put this in the pool.
all right. You walk back to the pool with your melting ice cube. It's very cold in your hands.
I didn't give me a cup or something.
You asked for an ice cube. He gave you an ice cube. You didn't ask for an ice cube in a cup.
Oh my god.
He grumbles the entire walk down to the pool.
So
And
you
then
get to the pool
Toss.
and toss it in. You watch the ice cube kind of float there. And that's it. How long do you watch this ice cube?
Eve stares at it intensely for a few minutes.
Nothing happens. It doesn't even seem to melt any faster.
Eve kind of stoops down and fishes it out.
Okay, well, I guess that's our answer for that. I don't know, I think it's worth trying. There doesn't seem to, well, whenever there's magic involved, there's some sort of risk, but unless we want to do more research and try and find any more leads, I feel like that's going to be difficult with this particular effect from this particular artifact.
like I said earlier, it's silver lining either way. You save him, it's a good favor. If he dies, then nobody has to know. Except for all the people who are watching us right now.
I don't want to kill him, but I don't think this will. I think this will be fine. I think it's worth a shot. Shall we do this?
Okay.
I wish there was some way we could ask for his consent for this, but I don't think there's any way for us to contact him.
Charles, have you tried asking him?
You know, I guess I didn't think to.
Oh, would you like to ask him?
What? What?
Oh, I can ask him.
I mean, I was thinking maybe Veritas could do it. He has that whole
Veritas
mind
got nothing.
thingy.
Well, his mind isn't really there right now. It's solid ice. But I can ask him if you want.
Sure, that would be very helpful.
Would, and he sort of points towards the statue, would the three of you like to not be ice anymore? And Josh, you may respond.
That would be greatly preferable. We have reached a consensus.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be ice anymore.
Okay, wow, thank you so much for... Okay, I feel like we're missing some context here. Would you be able to do that again, maybe, but with something different?
Like what?
Like, would you like us to risk putting you in the pool, even though we're not 100% sure that it's gonna work? And not sure what'll happen.
Eve ho, Bosh.
No!
Eve ho.
Just one sec, buddy.
As Eve is saying this to Tom, and the statue is just slowly moving.
Is that preferable to you?
Do what is required.
They say it's okay.
Well, okay, I guess that's that. Let's give it a shot, guys.
Veritas is cheering on Bosch.
Very careful. Eve will try to help. Miss Lush?
Hmm?
Would you mind helping us out just a little bit? We don't really want our buddy here to lose any of his arms. Oh god!
Eve's just doing damage control, trying to get between the statue and wherever it might fall.
Alright. Lush will come over and once again one arm Gazrakul's ice cube floor and start hauling it back to the pool.
Oh, you're the best, Lush.
I know. So, Lush hauls the ice cube known as Gazrakul into the pool room, and we'll turn to you just like, gentle, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, I think so.
Alright. So, instead of going on her first instinct of hucking him into the pool, she will gently lower Gazrakul into the pool, and you'll see it just kind of float there for a little bit. How long?
Veritas jumps in.
Splash, Veritas jumps in.
He starts playing in the water.
We need to wait a little while, right? I mean, we waited overnight. So,
Yeah,
wait a little while.
it might take a while. Yeah, it might actually be hours.
Veritas will wait for him. Miss Eve, can you do a favor for me?
Sure, what is it, buddy?
Veritas goes to the edge of the pool and extends out his vial with platinum in it.
Please.
Eve just gently takes the vial and tilts her head. You just want me to hang on to this?
Veritas needs a vial made with that platinum.
Buddy. I'm no smith. But as soon as we can, you bet we're gonna get you that vial. Maybe just not right this moment.
We could talk to. There was that guy in the shop who was making stuff.
Ah, we could do that.
I don't know that he can make good stuff, but. Oh, you didn't say we need a good platinum vial.
Veritas looks over to Bosch.
Need vial. For help. We need help, right?
Always.
Veritas will send help.
Okay. Well, I guess we've got something to do while we wait. Veritas, keep an eye on him. If anything funky happens, go get Lush real quick and tell her to get him out if you can.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well I
Veritas
remember.
will backpedal to the middle of the pool and swimming around the statue by sculpture.
And don't stay in here too long.
Eve didn't know about the shapeshifter exception, right?
I think you did.
Oh, I did?
I think you.
Okay, never mind.
Knock yourself out.
Whee!
Well, I remember when I was shopping, I got potions for all of us. Figured we could use, help staying alive. So, here, and I'll start pulling out little red potions. I guess those are cool as to wait. Yeah, I have 8 of these things, so.
Ooh,
Lots of
wow.
potion.
That's wow. That must have cost a lot. Thank you, Bush. Do you need to be repaid for
I'm
that?
good. Remember, it's been too long actually. Remember, you bought us some good stuff, and I said I would contribute. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well thanks. Well, I'll grab one, I guess.
By the way, Eve, Veritas handed you 40 platinum.
Oh, in the vial?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a big ass vial.
That is.
Yes.
Yeah. Eve is very careful with it. I hope it has a cork.
It does not.
Oh, good. Eve just kind of not juggles it. She kind of like peers at it between her hands and is like, that's ooh. And will kind of like put it in her lyre pouch and try to find some like piece of cloth to kind of tie over it.
That was 1 potion of healing to Eve. Virgil, are you taking one?
Don't really need it, and he kind of just gestures to his fangs.
Okay. Hey, alright, Charles, you want one of these?
I mean, honestly, Bosch,
Guess we'll take one.
your speed, you could get to any of us. Especially if you're able to teleport now. I mean,
I can't do that all the time.
oh, you can't? Oh.
It's kind of random, yeah.
Well, even without that, you're probably the fastest one here. You could get to any of us. Just administer the potion yourself, if need be.
I'm pretty sure
Worse.
she's faster, and I will gesture with a potion of healing towards Tia. I think she can fly faster than I can run.
I mean, yes.
But do you want to hold on to one of these then? I mean, good for you, and
I'm
like he said, you could help somebody else out.
not really sure what would happen. My pockets and gestures to her pockets aren't real, if that makes sense.
Huh. Okay, let's try this. Or hold on to this instead, and I'll hand her a copper piece.
Okay.
Do you want to try changing now and see what happens?
Sure. And she'll kind of go over, just like, kind of looks at you, realizes everyone's staring at her. Could you look away?
Oh yeah. There was some privacy.
Oh, of course. Eve turns her back.
She will change shape, and you will all hear a clinking of metal.
Okay. Oh, science. Good to know. Can I turn back around now?
Give me 1 second. And she'll change back. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the offer's still there if you... I mean, you could probably carry it. Yeah.
I'll
guess
take
Virgil's
two
kinda
just
right.
in case. You're too
Sure, yeah,
far
you're good.
away. And you seem to get right up into the fray. I kind of stay in between close range and I'd say too far away, so it seems like every time we get into a battle it is Self and Bosch close quarters, and most of you stay further back, but have the capabilities of hitting somewhat of a mid-range, so I'll take 2 potions just in case anything happens to anyone else. I can get to them.
Sure, yeah, this is, they're all just in case. You know, bad stuff happens.
Well then, with that being said, are we gonna go pay this smith a visit?
Oh, by the way, did we actually get our furs and stuff, or were they just kind of forgotten in the snow when everything hit the fan?
I think Bosch was taking care of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, clothes too. Here.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, boss, you're great. Appreciate it. Gonna need these.
Mhm.
Hopefully this will do the trick.
So yeah, want to go shopping?
I mean, I could use some of the basics. I mean, to carry these in, the holds on to potion bottles. I have nothing besides armor and weapons.
Pretty sure they have bags.
Huh? Oh! We got this back as well. Not sure if you guys saw.
And she'll heft the bag of holding.
Yeah, Screamo can pull it out and set it on the table. It belongs to you, so might as well carry it.
Alright. I mean,
You
it's
got
not really.
got your evil book in there?
What?
Eve looks half startled for a second and is then like, "Oh right, that thing, yeah, yeah. We should probably do something about that at some point."
Actually, we should probably see what's all in there. In the privacy of a room.
In the book?
No, in the bag of
Oh,
cold.
right, of course, yes.
'Cause it has gone many places in a short amount of time.
That is true. What if Chilbu hid in there?
Um,
I
Eve
don't think the
reaches.
lower half. I don't think his lower half will fit.
Oh. Eve reaches into the bag just on a whim, searching for Shilbu.
You reach in, and you think of Chilbut. And you breathe a sigh of relief as nothing comes to you, and you think, if Chilbut was in here, he would have suffocated by now.
As
Oh,
the conversation's happening, I just glance at the pool. Anything happening to the fucking block of ice?
It's floating there.
Hello!
You should probably get out of that, Veritas, to be honest.
Oh, Virgil, it's okay. Apparently that doesn't actually do anything to people who can just, change their form at will.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay,
do anything to people like him. As you see, Lush is also in the pool with a drink in hand.
Just raises 1,000 more questions about you. Where did Tommen pick you up at exactly? Like, how long have you known him?
Known him? I lost count. Takes a sip.
You ever
Veritas?
get drunk?
I'm sorry, what?
I always see you with a drink in hand. I'm only assuming, between the drink in hand and your name, you like alcohol.
I do. Takes another.
You ever get drunk? You never really see inebriated.
If I want to.
I don't want to see how many you can throw back if you want to get drunk. The number I'm thinking of is pretty high, so that'd be what amazing.
I have to find a pretty good opponent.
Oh, that's right. You missed the drinking contest, huh, Virgil?
Oh shit. I'm not much for drinking competitions anymore. So Veritas, you can stay in the pool and keep us up to date on whatever happens here. While we go get some basic equipment and items.
Veritas pokes Gaz.
Drips a-
And then he runs to the other side and Bops and Cooley on the other side.
Drifts a little.
And he's kind of like repeating this, like going from one side to the other side, bopping back and forth.
And the rest of you are going on a shopping trip?
Yes, indeed.
Go next door.
Enjoy your break, Lush.
Uh-huh. And head on out. leaving the tavern, you see much of what Virgil saw before. The town does seem to be in a bit of a hustle and a bustle, constructing a stage in the center of Market Square.
Yeah, I told you. Building a stage. Although I have no idea why. Doesn't seem like a very popular place to put on a performance, honestly.
Maybe it's an ice sculpture competition.
But we can win real quick.
Yeah.
Quick, let's fish him out of the pool.
Working on a snowman too, but I don't know, is my snowman still there?
Your snowman is still.
We have a backup too.
Oh, that came out nice, Bosh.
The carrot, however, is.
Ah.
Where was the store you guys were talking
Right
about?
here.
Literally the next story.
Big city, everything's conveniently placed around the weasel, which is a little concerning at the same time. Virgil's going to walk towards the store and like a kid with his parents at a Walmart, like just look for a bag, go up to him and be like, "Can one of you buy me this?"
Oh,
He finds a bag.
Oh yeah, sure. Do you need anything else?
Not really. I mean, I don't think we're going to be sleeping in the snow anytime, so a bedroll's kind of out of the question. Plus, it would just get wet, weigh me down, and be very uncomfortable to carry. Eventually freeze. And now I just need something to other things in.
Right, okay. Do you need anything?
Nope, I am here on one specific errand, as she digs out Veritas's vial and heads over to find the proprietor of this establishment.
Alright. You head inside. And you see a male dwarf working a forge. It's kind of outside.
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Hi. Well, I have a bit of a strange request for you. So,
He digs out the vial.
my friend needs a platinum vial, and, he really doesn't know quite enough about smithing to make one himself. Is there any chance that's something you can do here?
Flat. I think maybe I can work with that. Platinum's a bit tough, so a premium.
Okay. How much are we thinking?
Well, how big of a vial do you...
Well, he didn't specify, but he was looking at this one, and
She shakes the one that the platinum coins are in.
Uh-huh. Are you providing material?
Well, there's this for the platinum in here. I don't know if that'll be enough.
Uh-huh. Alright, yeah, I can do this for you. For about 20 gold.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad at all.
Kind of eyes you. Bunch of high rollers coming through town, huh?
It was hard earned, sir.
So, adventures or something?
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. Mostly just people who happen to stumble into a lot of, grand scale matters. Unintentionally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can get this done, but it'll probably take a while. Gotta heat that splat up quite a bit.
Oh, of course. How long are you thinking?
It's pretty early in the day now. Yeah, I'll have it done at the end of the day.
Oh, that should work out just fine.
Yeah, I should have it done just before the lottery.
The lottery.
Yeah, the lottery.
Oh, is that what that great big stage is for out there?
Yep. Bunch of suckers.
I mean, anyone who would stand out in that cold for any length of time. But, what exactly does this thing entail?
At the lottery?
Yeah.
Well, everyone's name gets put in a hat, and some poor schmuck gets picked.
Some poor schmuck. What happens to the poor schmuck?
You don't know?
No.
Oh. It's your first time up in 10 Towns then?
Yeah, we're not really from around here.
Picked a hell of a time to show up then. Which, yeah. Then a friendly reminder to you, you don't want to head out tonight.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Well, same reason the lottery's happening tonight. Poor schmuck who wins is going to be exiled out of town. An offering to old Ariel.
The old what now?
The Frost Maiden.
What do I know about this Frost Maiden?
Roll a religion check.
Oh boy.
Roll for how not good things are.
Roll for how.
Yeah. That sounds accurate. Ooh.
15. Alright. You are aware that that Oriel the Frostmaiden is a lesser god. Very much isolated to the Icewind Dale. And is largely held responsible for the fact that summer has not come to Icewind Dale in about 5 years. It's been frozen over for a while now. It's really started and kind of put a bit of a tight grip on 10 towns. And the 10 towns in response give offering to Orion the Frostmaiden in the forms of human sacrifice. Sometimes they'll sacrifice food. Sometimes they'll sacrifice a night of heat for the whole town. And,
Those crazy bastards.
and they do this to try to appease Oriel, to hopefully make it so it doesn't get this.
Huh. Oh, that's what this is about. Huh. How long has this lottery tradition been going? Was it for the entire 5 years that this has been going on?
About 4.5. Yeah, every month, sacrifice someone.
And, how's that been working out? Things getting better around here?
No, they haven't. They
Huh.
haven't gotten worse either. And the speaker assures us that it's what needs to be done, but... Yeah?
The speaker?
Yeah, speaker for the town. Here in Bryn Shander, that's Duvassa Shane.
Huh. Okay, well, that's... That's an unfortunate turn of events for everyone involved. And you said that we wouldn't want to leave tonight. What happens if we walk outside these walls during the night of the lottery?
I wish you the best of luck. That's what her followers are out collecting sacrifices.
She's got followers in these parts where she's been causing havoc for this long?
Yeah,
Huh.
comes with power.
Huh. I guess so. Alright. Well, appreciate the advice. I guess that means we'll definitely be here to collect that vial when you're done with it.
Yeah.
Does, who puts their names in? Is it just volunteers?
It's residents. So don't worry, you're safe.
Okay. Well, thanks for the tip, sir. And yeah, I guess we'll be seeing you later to grab that back from you.
Hey. Well, best of luck to you. Don't freeze out there.
Yeah, we'll certainly try. Oh, are we paying you now? Or afterward? Or half and half?
However you want to do it. I mean, I got the platinum now, so.
I'll just pay you now. Get it out of the way. Eve adds an extra gold as a tip.
I don't think we can.
Waves to him and heads off to everyone else, where they're wandering around, and is like,
My lord, guys, this place is more messed up than I originally thought it was. That stage out front, that's apparently for what is essentially a human sacrifice?
Huh.
Oh,
It's not great.
sorry, what?
Yeah, that.
Eve hurriedly relays everything she just learned about this ceremony.
Oh. Ah. Okay. Well, we can't take on an entire town, so we can't really do anything besides either be spectators in this bark event, or what we need. Go back to the weasel and try and figure out what we're gonna do with Icicle. Can't
Okay.
carry him.
Might be better by now. We haven't checked back in.
He's not better by now, then I don't think that pull's gonna work.
We haven't been out that long. Right?
Hey, you got for 10, 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, we can wait some more.
Adding the time he's been in there for 10 or 15 minutes. We're close to an hour of him just chilling in there, so. Did he say when this drawing is going to take place?
I think he just said tonight. He said that the followers of the Frost Maiden would be coming here to collect in the evening.
Might actually watch this drawing to see what these followers look like.
I can't deny I'm a bit curious about them as well.
The reason I want to see them is because unless we have some way of being further south, there's any magical means that doesn't include ace up your sleeve, aka the favor, we're walking. I would like to know what they look like in case we run into them.
Yeah, that's pretty good reasoning. I think it's gonna be a walk for us.
You all can head back. I'll look around the town a little more.
Okay, but
Don't be careful.
yeah. We don't know if there's any more of those Eladrin wandering around.
I'm pretty
Wagon?
sure they're gone. Yeah, and we established that I'm pretty sure they're not in the area.
You're pretty sure.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that nothing else that's dangerous is around. I mean, you're pretty sharp. Just, keep an eye out.
Will do. I saw someone a little bit more official than the others when they were constructing the stage. Might go what he knows of these worshippers. And who may try and find a church of some type if these folks make sacrifices to this deity, then it has to be a place of worship, right?
I would imagine so. I mean, it sounds like the speaker of the town is the one who insists on these things happening. So if you really want a lead, I mean, I guess it would probably be harder to speak with them, but
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that high up in the ranks.
yeah.
Still haven't seen, like, Virgil hasn't seen any guardsmen at all while he's been out, has he?
Every once in a while you actually see guardsmen, but
Okay.
it's a little bit harder to tell the difference between a guardsman and a citizen in this particular town on account of how much everyone needs to wear to stay
Yeah.
warm.
Okay.
But every once in a while you'll definitely notice that a couple of them will have like a pike, and definitely that person's probably.
Their weaponry would definitely fill them out. Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, but it's just some weapons are easier to see than others, so it's harder to tell. Sometimes there are a fair number of civilians that are probably also carrying weapons.
Oh, Winter, I know. We'll be packing everywhere Virgil goes, apparently. But, he's gonna try and find, when this group splits up, he's gonna try and find that person that he saw earlier. We're watching the construction of the stage.
Yeah, they're there.
He will approach and ask exactly when the drawing is going to take place.
You approach a woman dressed in kind of like these blue, kind of noble-looking clothes, but they fur-lined. When the drawing is?
Yes, madam.
Later this evening. Just before sundown. When the last light is gone, announce. Unfortunately,
In this unfortunate winter, do they immediately exiled, or do they have time to put their affairs in order?
they have to leave that night. They have 1 hour to get things in order. But it will be unfortunately under guard, as we've had quite a few trying to escape their fate.
I mean, that's
Not
understandable.
not everyone's willing to die for the great.
Do you have church or a temple dedicated to this deity that you all sacrifice to?
Here in Brinshiner? No.
Know of one general?
I don't know if any other members of 10 Towns have anything dedicated to her. Most of us can present her what has been done.
I don't know. If it was winter year round, I would not be a pleasant person either towards one that caused it. Has anyone ever foolish enough to and I mean, I imagine loved ones are getting their name drawn, and can't imagine them just letting them go. Has anyone been foolish enough to follow or fight these worshippers?
There have been those that have followed their loved ones at the gates. They too were lost.
How often does this occur?
Every month.
Every month, one person from your the dies, more or less.
Yes.
How does the drawing work? Is it voting or picking a name from a bucket?
We have a bull take
Whoever gets their name taken out is the unfortunate bull.
That's correct.
Everyone's name in the bowl from the town? Chanpor?
There are some names that are exempt.
Names might those be?
Mostly mostly appointed officials. It would be difficult if, say, Speaker was to be suddenly exiled.
True.
I know
Be
it is
slightly
not
a
I know it's
minor
not favorable.
inconvenient, though.
I know it's not favorable. It would be difficult for Bryn Shander to continue. It constantly lost its leaders. That would likely cause more death than this.
Oh, I'm sure there's something I could do to help you all, but unfortunately, the sound of it, all hands are tied in this matter.
You could somehow convince Oriel to stop and serve. That would be something. But aside from that, I'm afraid there's nothing to be done.
Is Oriel the speaker you talked of?
No, Oriel is the cross.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to be on speaking terms with anyone that labels himself the Frost Maiden.
Yes. And I doubt you have strength to take on a lesser god. No.
Untaken. You tried. This is a foolish act, honestly, what I'm about to say, but have you tried bringing Lathander or someone in here to try and get them to combat them? Enough worshippers might draw his ire and assistance.
Unfortunately, we do actually, while we don't have a temple for Oriel, we do have a temple for Amulet.
Do I know that name?
Roll religion.
Gene?
14. You would know that that is the northern name for Lathander.
Did you point me in the direction of temple?
Certainly, it's just over there, and point to the northeast, and it is part of the market square.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. Good night. And Virgil will walk towards the temple.
Alright. Meanwhile, Veritas, you've been enjoying some time, kind of, every once in a while poking Gazrak Pool's nose. Boop. And eventually, Gazrak Pool, you feel something poking your nose.
Which one?
Kind of circling between all three of them, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he's been poking you, and also has been like slowly, like he like pokes you, and then you start moving to one side, and then going on the other side, and then poking you.
Well, regaining the sense of touch is a good sign.
It is. You also feel the ability to move again. As Gazrak Pool finally melts waters of the pool.
Well, that was deeply unpleasant.
Did you learn your lesson, Ghazi?
We are willing to concede that certain actions were taken in undue haste.
Feeling's bad.
But this was not an entire waste of our time. While frozen, we shared a vision. One that may portend momentous events that we may find our party swept up in.
Huh?
We will await the return of the group to explain, but such a vision was momentous indeed.
Wait, can you hold up? Momentous?
They pop out of the pool and head off to their room.
You are soaking wet because you're wearing clothes.
They'll definitely change when they get to their room, but as for now, they're not too concerned about the trail of water they're leaving behind.
All right. You guys are cool. Is unfrozen. Heads off to his room. Veritas, are you sticking in the pool with Lush?
Taking a second as he sees that he just kind of like left. Like,
Oh.
and Veritas is not a smart boy, but he will cast a 3rd level sending spell to Miss Eve.
All right. Roll a d20.
Yep.
Aha, I was looking for a natural 20, not a natural one. Your message makes it.
Ice Cube was unfrozen.
Ah, he's back! Oh, that's great news! Oh, thank you, Veritas! Is he okay?
That's it.
Oh, wait, I'll tell you later. You'll tell me later, I guess.
All right. What was Eve and Bosch doing outside?
Was gonna have a brief conversation. Did Tia come with us?
Yes.
Did she stay? Okay. I was gonna have further awkward conversation.
I guess I keep feeling worse and worse because we're dragging you around and realize it was embarrassing for you to change.
No, it's just, everyone watching. It's fine.
Hey,
If you want to insight, you can.
Yes. Absolutely. 6.
Yeah, sure, she's fine.
hey, I guess if you say so. Just yeah. You can say if you're not comfortable with something.
No, I'm comfortable. Just, I haven't really done that, just in front of me. Just,
I guess it's been kind of an emergency every time you do that.
Yeah.
Is it a thing like I know we asked you to we kind of told you actually. I feel even worse now. Kind of told you that, in Everwinter you should probably stay in humanoid form, but we just kind of assumed it was fine to keep going. Are you comfortable like this?
yes, I don't want to worry. Not everyone is used to a dragon, and I think it'd just be best if I appeared in human form for settlements.
I guess that makes sense. And no, Osrakul is kind of doing the same thing when he's out. He must use a lot of spells too. Ooh. Yeah, I just know, we drag you around doing a lot of stuff. It's okay to speak up. I said it before. If you ever need anything, I'll certainly, whatever. You've certainly done a whole lot of stuff for us.
and I like help you. Your heart seems to be in the right place. You seem to want to help. And I want to help people too.
Thanks for saying that. I don't really know. It came out, I don't really remember everything that happened, everything I've done. Right? Some of those people are acting. It sounds like maybe I didn't always want to people. I don't know. It's rough because if I can't remember doing it, then that I really feel bad. Things that might have happened before.
Well, whoever that person was, it's not Bosch. It's not the Bosch I know. And if that other person did hurt people, well, I know that Bosch would want to help.
Thanks. We're just kind of awkward as we're. I assume we're heading back at this point.
Would Eve have been around for that conversation as well?
Eve would probably have been like hanging back, giving them a little bit of space, but like reasonably close.
All right. I received a message after that conversation.
Ice cube on froze.
Guys, it worked! It worked! Gosrock back! I think.
Why?
Veritas didn't say anything else if he was okay. Let's hurry, maybe.
That tracks.
Should someone tell Virgil?
Oh.
I can. I don't know where he. I think he said he was going to talk to someone by the stage, but then he was going to look for some. I don't know where he went exactly. I assumed that he was going to meet us back there. I don't have a way to contact him if I don't know where he is.
Oh. I guess we just have to trust he's going to come back when it's safe. Said he wanted to see that lottery thing, so he'll be back tonight.
Yeah, and worst comes to worst, I guess we can ask Veritas, even though that's kind of a drain for him.
So, do the three of you head back to the Wandering Weasel?
I think that's the plan.
Yes, indeed.
Right. Virgil, you approach House of the Morning Lord. It looks like a converted house that seems to serve as a gathering place for worshippers. What they call a monitor. Strange.
Monitor, okay. I have to remember that. Since this isn't a normal temple, I will knock on the door.
Right. A woman opens the door. A human. Oh, hello. Are you here to worship the Morning Lord?
Actually, I'm just here to possibly. He just looks around with his eyes. The head priest or priestess of this temple.
That would be me. My name is Mishan.
Yeah, there's a quarter bow and replies, so Ashan, I am Virgil Wintersbane. I'm new to town and I was told about a lottery and
It's a dreadful thing.
mind if I come in? It's cold in here out here.
Oh, certainly.
Kind of knocks off the snow before entering the house. I've heard that you all participate in a fortune event every month called the lottery to a sub deity as the Frost Maiden.
Yes.
I have to ask, do you have any worshippers of Thander?
I have fair meta worshippers to a monitor. And yes, I do get a fair number of worshippers here in Bridge. And I know that there are others the other accounts as well.
This is going to sound like a very cult question, but have you tried bringing in worshippers? Because the only way I can see this event from ending is you have to draw the ire of Lathander or this Monitor.
Kind of winces at that.
I mean, no disrespect, ma'am. Where I'm from, obviously further south, way further south where it's slightly warmer. A lot. I've known this name, Lathander. I mean, no disrespect.
Right. It's just that a lot of people think that Lathander and Amontor are the same. They're not.
You know little, know the basics of Lathander, but could you inform me of the deity that you worship, this Monitor?
Amontor is the Morning Lord, the god of the sun. I'll admit that it has been difficult with winter holding rain over the area, but the best we can do is just hold on to what light we have and pray for an end.
I'm very new to the pious path that I'm walking myself. I know this much of people that have ran temples from where I'm from. More worshippers, people that praise the deity, more boons, possibly places on the city. Some way that I could help you bring in for people or assist you anyway, I would speak to, but the person I talk to, no match for a demigod.
Well, it is true that a monitor would have no problem dealing with Oreo themselves. It mostly has to deal with deal that is to gods of good, law, and gods of chaos.
What deal might that be?
Well, the major gods struck an agreement where they could not directly involve themselves in dealing with the material plane.
Heard tales of that.
Yes, an agreement struck by Asmodeus himself as a way to keep away denizens of the abyss. Under that agreement, unfortunately, most greater gods are unable to directly exert will. A lot of times, it's indirect.
I've heard of deities using power upon only mortals to become their champion. Have you yourself tried to take in that path, and maybe you could yourself save the city?
I am no boy. I am merely here to shine light where it needs to be. To guide. Maybe one day there'll be a champion of the Minotaurs, but unfortunately, it is not to happen yet.
This is a strange request for me to ask, but you have scrolls or books that may read for a short time to understand a monitor and possibly help guide people towards your light.
Oh, sorry. Right over here. It is at this time you get a message from Chello. The rest of your friends are gathering Weasel. It appears that Zentarum has unfrozen.
That the bitch that kept like fucking with me every time there was a book.
Yes.
That's what I thought. I was like, her photo looked very familiar. No reply at all. I do not talk to her.
Fair enough.
And I'll just spend like 20-30 minutes reading over whatever she presents me, get a better understanding. But
Right.
in the back of his mind, he's like, this is checking a lot of the Thander boxes right now. These two are like in coin opposite sides.
There are some checks that do check, but there are a few other things that don't check.
Okay.
Like there are some boxes that a monitor seems to. That's not a thing. Like they are extremely simple. But go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna use luck.
Go ahead.
What's a natural one? I am not doing that. That's a 14.
With a 14, you find that a monitor is actually older than Lathan.
Older, okay.
And is actually more recognized time of the Netherlands. But when the fall of the Netherlands happened, Lathander took his place as like head honcho god of the sun. But he does remain a god of the sun.
The Netherese, do I know anything about that?
Roll a history.
That's no fuck.
Sorry. You asked a history
I
question.
need you so
You asked-
bad right
you-
now.
You will get something. Just your roll
Holy
depends.
shit balls!
Natural 20.
Don't get my character anymore.
History buff Virgil over here.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know a fair amount of the Netherlands. It was kind of an interesting thing. Like, one day you were hunting down someone, and you needed to gather some knowledge from the library, the House of Knowledge, and you found some books on the Netherese. It was an interesting read, so you kind of read it for a little bit. So the Netherese, you would understand, would be more or less a highly magically advanced civilization that existed before the ones you know. But it was because of their advanced magical understanding that brought about their own downfall. More or less the most powerful of them, known as Karthus, aspired to godhood and broke magic when he did so. So for many years afterwards, there was no magic. But given that others were on floating ships, on floating cities that relied on magic, they all came to a crash. Therefore, effectively ended Netherlands there. And this happened like 18
Eons ago.
years ago.
Okay. Not eons, but close to it. Okay. After reading everything that presented me, or most of it that caught his interest, he'll return everything. Thank you for your time, and if there's anything I can do, just let me know. I'm gonna be in town for maybe more a while, so
I will be here.
good luck.
And I welcome any worship the sun.
Good luck tonight.
Yes.
And he will take his leave and walk towards the weasel.
All right.
Handling my inner Eve over here with fucking history shit.
Eve, Bosch, and Tia, you enter the Wandering Weasel. Welcome to the Wandering Weasel.
Yeah, hi, Tommen, as Eve is jogging by.
Oh, okay. Right, you jog on by. And head to, I assume, the pool area?
Yep.
Alright.
That's a good point. We don't know.
Yes.
Nope.
You
We're
don't.
supposed to go.
So, you go into the pool area and you see Veritas and Lush.
What? Yeah.
Did
Veritas!
he dissolve?
What happened?
Yep, dissolved right there in front of me. Sorry about that.
Oh, God!
Nah, he ran the other way.
Oh, why'd you do that to us?
Because it was fun.
Goodness.
Because it was fun.
Eve looks insulted for a second and then is like, yeah, okay, that was a good one, I'll give you that.
He just kind of left. He was talking about, like, greatest events that in our history and important thing we need to talk about. He's going to talk about.
Okay, well, he could talk. That's good. That's a good sign. That is a not ice sign. Huh. Well, that's solved, I guess. Thanks for keeping an eye on him, buddy.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Lyle,
Oh, thank you to you too, Lush. For your dutiful reporting. Anyway, he left, you said?
ran to his room.
Ah. Should we go check on him, or?
I mean, I guess.
I don't
You're
know.
free to tell
I'm
me
on break.
anything. He said he wanted everyone to be there.
Ah. Okay, well, he'll probably want Virgil as well to be included. By the way, we kind of split up while we were up there. He's going around to find out some things. Oh, by the way, this town's got some weird stuff going on.
Hey, can I get another drink?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh, by the way, I went and your vial should be ready by tonight. So there's that at least.
Yay!
Veritas has you see that he is kind of like at the edge or like the edge of the pool next to Lutch, asking for another drink from Jerry.
Oh, yeah. She'll snap her fingers and they'll be able to.
Ah!
I'm not kidding.
He lightly sips his tomato soup.
Eve's eyebrows go up.
You can just conjure tomato soup out of thin air.
When I want to.
Eve kind of eyes her strangely. Did that look like a spell?
It certainly appeared out of thin air.
Did that look like a spell that Eve would have recognized?
Roll Arcana. Nope.
You other kinds of soup or just tomato?
I'll admit that soup's probably not as good as Willman's, but
So tasty. Thank you, Lush.
no problem.
If you're not calling Veritas to come with you, he'll probably just sit here and chill with Lush.
I think. Do we need to wait for Virgil to get back and we get? I'm real confused.
Yeah, I guess if Gazrakul wants to talk to everyone together, that would make the most sense. I don't know. Maybe we wait for like an hour or so tops, and then if we don't hear from him, Veritas, you think you got it in you to send another message if it comes down to it?
Veritas cast sending.
Oh no, I didn't mean right now!
Who is the target of your sending?
Well, it's not the target that is Gazar Kul, it's something else.
Okay. Is someone want to keep a secret, or?
Yes, indeed.
I have to kill you now.
Well then, when you can, send me who and what.
There you go.
Born into daddy, huh? Okay, see how it is.
Okay.
One more in me.
Okay, well, hold on to that for now, and we'll let you know if we need it, okay?
Okay.
For now, I guess we just hang out and wait.
Guess so, yeah.
Eve will dig out one of the books from the bag of holding that was from her dad's shop.
I'm sorry, were you gonna say something, Bush?
I was gonna ask the DM: are there like lounge chairs around the pool to wait?
Chairs around the pool. There are. It's hard to tell because of the material this place is. But looking around, you do find that there are benches made of the same material, but they're but it makes it really hard to see.
Huh. Okay. Just thinking what random stuff I could do while I'm waiting. Yeah, it's fine. I will very awkwardly find a bench and sit down. And I guess just twiddle my thumbs?
And to be clear, you're all waiting in the pool.
Yes?
Yep, why not?
Oh,
Alright.
meeting point was established. So,
Okay, I won't say what happens
oh no.
then. Gazrakul, how long do you take to get your stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna do, random divination stuff. They're rolling the bones, they're consulting with each other, they're doing weird occult shit in their room when mom's not looking, so.
Alright, you do that bullshit. Okay. Alright, so eventually, Virgil, you will return to the Wandering Weasel. Hello and welcome to the Wandering Weasel.
Weasel. Yes, I know. The only place I really went nowadays, Tommen. I trouble you for a pint of blood. I'm getting hungry.
Oh, sorry.
Where is everybody?
I think they went back to the pool.
Alright, just I'll wait until you get my drink and I'll head that way.
Sorry. He will go back into the kitchen. Do you look around the tavern, Virgil?
Yeah. I'm always looking at this tavern, especially since nothing terrible, but nothing good has happened in this tavern since he's been in it.
Alright. You see Grey Malkin, and you see someone else sitting at Grey Malkin's table.
This bitch is popular.
Yeah, she is.
He's the Miss Cleo of this fucking campaign.
However, this person is a bit harder to describe as they are hooded. They seem to have a staff at their side, and it is... You can't see their face. It seems to be completely concealed by the hood, but they do seem to be feminine in form.
Okay, assuming the cloak is covering their things as well. Is there any part the cloak isn't covering? Like, is there any other insignias or anything? Like, clothes, how do they look? Are they well-made or very traveled in?
They definitely... You do not see anything that would suggest that they have been traveling.
Okay,
They look extraordinary.
and the staff, is it a normal wooden staff that a hunter would just whittle away and make it a walking stick, or is it special looking?
It is also very nice looking. It is very fine, very smooth. Kind of has a curl at the top. I had a picture of this person somewhere. I'm trying to find it. There you are.
It's gonna be a DM question. Being damn fear, would I be able to pick up a scent from her?
You roll a perception check. Pick up nothing.
It's the one thing Really wish you anything would have been better than nothing. Anything.
And I found it.
That's not foreboding at all.
I might have a
I'll just ignore the nameplate below the token.
Oh, you can see it? Huh. I can't. Waffle, why
Waffle,
can't
why-
you see it?
Still locked on the big scream token, so that robe has all that shit on it. What?
Ah, there you go. It's just a problem with Waffle.
Okay, so there's a pendant, blue sash, and as many vials as Chilbu does. I try to eavesdrop on to their conversation.
You try to listen in, but you quickly realize that they are not talking, and they're both looking at you.
I'm not staring at them. I'm just like
Yeah, I know.
closer towards them at
I
the
know.
bar, waiting for
I
my
am.
drink.
I am perfectly aware.
Making it fucking obvious, like, hey, what you guys talking about?
Roll an insight.
I am using a luck. On. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Lord. It was almost a 4.
You get the sense that they stop their conversation, enter rather than start looking.
Don't mind me, ladies. Just trying to get a drink. Seem to be very popular. Grey Malkin.
It happens when you're a member of the Winter Court.
Does everybody know about Winter Court? Because you had, if I remember correctly, you said she was a gnome or halfling? First guest.
First guess was
So, you had a gnome. Now you have this mysterious woman. Was it yesterday? To another guest. Everybody know you?
well, in case of Uncrichet yesterday, we are members of the same court. And he was already here when I got here, so just said hi. As for Tumblestrum, she was passing through and recognized the bar. She had pulled one of my cards once, and it helped her out quite a bit. Naturally, she stopped to say hi. And as for Nastul here, we've had prior businesses. However, the reason why she is here is not true.
Name does not ring any bell at all.
Are you sure?
Does it?
Are you sure it doesn't ring a bell? Because you're right.
That's what I don't. So you already still have me mind fucked with the one thing you put in my character sheet.
Uh-huh.
So whenever Virgil gets beverage, he will walk. Is the way to the back room crossing paths with them at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
It's more or less a straight line from the bar. on back then?
Yeah. Not curious, but right now, Virgil's plate is beyond full, and adding a possible another workload to it, he does not appeal to him. So he's gonna let this one slide.
All right. You head on back. Guys, does your rolling of bones take longer than 30?
I don't think so. Let me verify, but no, it should be fine.
Right. Then, guys, you would rejoin the rest of the party at the same time as Virgil, just to simplify things.
Easy day.
Right, so Virgil, Gazrakul, and the rest of the party, you are all in the pool room with Lush.
Hey, so we all made it.
Ah,
Good to see you warmed up.
Indeed, we thank all of you for your efforts in our thawing.
Veritas does a finger press to he over to Gaz.
How do you mean a finger press?
Yeah.
He tries to boop Gaz's nose.
Do you allow the booping?
The minute he taps Gaz, they dissolve into mist.
that didn't happen before.
You stayed in the pool that long, maybe you have new abilities.
Did you break them? Ah!
Assuming I'm standing next to them, so I'm just gonna wave my hand through the mist.
The mist slowly floats over the pool and kind of blends in with the steam from its warmth.
No, he's gone.
There actually is no steam.
Well, there is now.
Pool room just got steam.
Yeah, good job, Veritas. You just killed the guy that we tried to save.
I have the power.
He looks at his arms.
That's what you get for getting that pickle tentacle.
The mist floats over and around Veritas's feet as behind him Gazrakul reforms.
You will be missed, Gazi, Razi. Mostly you, Cooley. You're the coolest.
You were
that
was-
reforming underneath the water.
No, it was right behind Veritas.
If you said something, got lost too.
Cord.
Oh no.
As Gazi specifically.
Yeah, no, they said boo.
Hmm?
Veritas, I wouldn't move because there's something very big behind you right now.
Well. What is it?
Appears to be. I mean, no disrespect, but a monster of kind that really has black flames coming out of its mouth. A little bit. I think you could take him.
How interesting to be referred as a monster by a bloodling.
Yeah, but I fight my monster. I don't unleash it unless I have to.
Razzie! Cooley! You're not dead!
No, Veritas. chaos, we yet live. Hopefully it remains that way.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys back up and at 'em, and you're welcome. One good turn deserves another, and you did help us out, so glad to do the same for you.
Yes, we will admit we acted in haste, but the ring seemed very valuable, and you must understand scribing spells is a costly activity.
Scribing spells?
Yes, scribing spells.
What's that?
We'll tell you when you're older.
Good. Damn it, Josh.
Oh, you might even say that we did you a really big favor saving her life there, huh?
I'll wink theatrically at Eve.
Eve gives like a thumbs up, but behind her back.
Favor is a strong word, and you'll understand if we feel some temerity at this terminology from one of the Fae, as yourself, Bosch. Do believe that we are greatly thankful for what you have done, but favor is a strong word. Our original arrangement stands, of course. We face many common enemies, and as I told Veritas upon our return, while we slept in the frozen embrace, we had a vision.
Okay, it's story time then. You want to lay it on us?
Very well. As you all well know, we are practiced in the arts of divination. Past, present, future, they are like a tapestry that we weave in and out of. In this vision, we had seen a city that we have glimpsed before. A tower on a hill with 3 individuals inside. One we knew, and the others we believe we know of. Manchun, with 2 other practitioners of the arcane arts. A man in blue robes with a mustache and goatee was addressed as Mordenkainen, and a hooded figure with their face shrouded but feminine, named Nistu. They were asking Manchun for information, but of what we could not glimpse.
Morgan says
Morgan.
that name. Virgil drops his drink and runs back upstairs.
What were you? Oh, okay.
So we have seen.
Eve, you wanted to say something?
Mordenkainen? You said?
Yes, that is the name that was spoken in the vision. Blue robes, mustache and goatee. We believe we know of who this is, and yes, it is the one that you think.
Do I know about this dude?
You've definitely heard of Mordenkainen. Go ahead and roll history to know how much.
What's a Mordenkainen?
See a real
Well-
history check.
Not that much.
13. You would know that they are, at the very least, you know that they are the more or less the leader of the Circle of Things, as well as a very powerful practitioner.
Ooh. Okay. That's a large scale something.
We met Stool. still don't really know what she looks like.
Yes, it is an odd assemblage of practitioners, but whatever they were seeking from Manchun, this only proves further that we must eliminate him before he can gather more acquaintances or allies.
Wait, what now? We want us to
Wait,
kill this guy?
Well, that was part of the original arrangements. Our end goal is to wipe out this clone of Manchun. Hopefully it is the same one that we are looking for and not another, because one clone of that monster is bad enough. If we find ourselves dealing with two, it's significantly more complicated.
Veritas confused.
Same.
Yeah, I don't recall you mentioning specifically who it was that we were meant to go after to help you out there. Gazra, cool. That's new information for us, I think.
This clone of Manchun is the leader of the Zentarum faction that attacked you. His destruction was assumed to simply be a byproduct of fighting them, which you already have a vested interest in.
Okay, but the lead. Okay, alright.
If you like a more detailed explanation, it would take some time and a considerable amount of explanation of the history of the Zentarum, current events, and the events leading up to now. I believe that would be best saved for another time, unless you'd like to sit down and take notes now.
I mean, I will happily take you up on that, but I'm a little bit worried at the moment why Virgil ran out of the room all of a sudden, and I feel like he should be present for this. Where did he go? Does anyone know where he went?
Virgil, where'd you go?
Like a fucking dining hall.
All right.
Moment he said a stool, and I was like, hey, he's upstairs. I'm gonna go talk to her.
All right. You run upstairs. Well, not upstairs. There are no stairs.
Okay,
You run
run
down-
down the hallway.
You run down the hall.
Oh shit, she's here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's literally in the dining hall. So, Virgil,
Jeez.
run out into it. Just like, oh, hello, Virgil. I hope everything's going well in there.
Going swimmingly, no pun intended. Is she still talking to?
She is not talking. She looks like she is waiting patiently for you.
Wait, the stool is, or?
Yes. And Grey Malka to an extent.
Fuck it. We're doing that. You will walk over, pull the chair out, and try to like position himself to where he's in between both of them, but like not within grabbing range, which won't fucking matter since they're probably spellcasters, but who cares?
Alright, position yourself. So, there is a space directly in between them, but you could also take the spot opposite of them, making a triangle.
Yes, the triangle. That's exactly what I want to do.
Alright. So,
I have both of them like in my peripherals, and I can like look at one and see the other out of the corner of my eye.
alright, easily done. Have you come to pull a card, Virgil?
Tempting as that is. Oh, I've actually. Why is she here exactly? You just points. Where's Nestold, aka the cloaked woman?
Stool will say, "It is rude to talk about some present."
It is also very rude not to show your face when you have a conversation.
I'm afraid that my face is better left concealed.
Are you that disfigured, or
No, it just makes things easier.
well, until I see your face, I have to talk like this. It's only rude being rude. It has to even out somehow. I mean, no disrespect, but
If it
talk
makes you
yourself
feel
in.
better, just imagine this is my face. It more or less is.
It doesn't sit well in Virgil's stomach.
The stool continues not caring.
Right. Why are you here? The Wandering Weasel.
I'm
To
here
her.
I'm here to hire you. And your band.
Why? Why us exactly? What do you even know of us?
I know that the rest of them broke you out of a fairly substantial prison from some fairly dangerous people.
Yeah, the Kinches.
Yes,
They're not long for this world. Eventually they will die. Our friend here helped an assistance in that and did a few others.
yes, I'm aware of what a
So just because they did a prison break, you want to hire them.
they proved themselves able, as do you, for surviving for so long.
He's surviving isn't really a matter to be prideful about. But
Not many would
Yeah.
survive the pressure that Barristan Kent puts on his victims.
that was a fucking moron thought I was his son. The moment he found out I'm not, he just went batshit crazy. And just out of pure spite and hatred for the Kinches, survived. When he says that, he kind of looks down the floor, then not moving his head and just his eyes looks up at a stool. Why do you want us?
Because you are strong enough, yet not strong. You're strong enough where what I would need you to do would be fairly easy if I like I don't. And not strong enough where you won't draw the attention of someone. Well, you see, I need to conduct another sort of prison. It's not a prison as in a physical building, but prison in every other sense of it.
Oh, you just want some patsies to things go awry. We're just hired to do a job. No one cares who hired them. They're not that strong. Or we have an insanely amount of luck on our side and pull it off.
It's more that I think you're the only ones capable that I could ask.
Really? You have, assuming you're friends, and he's like gesturing to both of them. You're friends with Winter Court here. You could just pull a favor and boom, be done.
If Winter Court was bound to be involved, that would make it a lot more difficult.
I'm sure he's like gesturing. I'm sure the Winter Court is sly enough to pass any detection.
Quite certain, but it would be complicated if they were found. And the problem is, the person they need to rescue is the person that needs to not find out.
What is this, an enemy of the court or something? You okay with this? He's talking to Malkin at that point. If they can't find out that you are a part of it or your court, you really want them out? I'm confused here.
We have no issues with allies helping allies. After all, it's what we would. And rest assured, the Winter Court does not wish to interfere. It's all of what's going on.
Where?
Oh, my apologies. Prism.
It's not on the Sword Coast. I will not know about it.
We eventually follow up on Virgil leaving the room.
Right, I'd say right about now, you guys wish to follow him, find him speaking to Nistul, which most of you recognize.
As they approach, he's going to ask one final question. What do we get out of it if we take the job?
Well, you'll get her assistance. Perhaps it'd be better if I explain it to you all in one go, instead of just bits and pieces.
I'm assuming I can hear footsteps approaching. He's going to get up, go to the bar, look at Tommen. Another drink.
Oh, sorry.
Slightly warmer, please.
Oh, already had it ready. And just slides one over.
Thank you. Going to turn, lean on the bar, look over to the hallway where everyone's just walking through it, marching file, and look at him. Pull up a chair and possibly a drink. We're going to need one.
You all look and you see Nistul is sitting there with Greymawk.
Hello. Eve gives an awkward wave.
Hidden One, we have seen you in our visions. You know where we may find Manchun.
Very forward.
The nature of the information we believe you to possess is worth much and therefore dispenses with discretion.
I find it interesting that you think that I've met with Manchun.
We have seen it. And the mage known as Mordenkainen. We saw the three of you in a tower. Whether this has already come to pass or will come to pass, we are not sure, but whether it has happened or it will happen, this we have seen.
Then it must be the future, because I've never met a mansion. You can
we try
inside. You
insight?
can inside if you want to.
Uh, the attempt will be made.
I'll do it too. Fuck it. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Yeah, no, I'm too busy with like the shit that's going on in my head.
I'm gonna go ahead and portent with my 17.
So you turn into a soft 20.
Yeah.
All right. You do not sense any lie coming.
Very well.
Well, in the future, whatever circumstances bring you to him, we would appreciate the location where you find him.
We'll see what the future brings.
I think we've kind of been through this before. Had some shenanigans, and I think she likes being looked at from far away. Maybe it's best to not do that. Am I off base here?
Not at all.
So, what's going on?
I have a job for you and your party.
She wants us to do another prison break.
A prison break in the sense of the word prison. It's not actually a building I need you to break into. It is a plane.
A plane?
Yes.
Eve perks up and walks forward and sits down at one of the chairs at the table.
Which plane are we talking about?
I need you to go to the realm of Prismere. Bosh, you recognize this. You don't know why you recognize it, but you recognize it.
That's super great. Thank you.
No,
No.
you don't know.
And you don't know why you know, but you don't know.
That really helps. Not really though.
Any hint for Eve?
For Eve, you may roll a history check.
Planes?
27. Absolutely. Prismere is a realm of the Feywild.
Eat the Feywild.
A
Oh,
section,
no.
a section that's been sliced off, isolated from both the court of summer and winter. And it is run by the archfey known as Zyblin. Hold on, I'm a pronunciation guy. I can actually Zabilna. Okay.
Huh. So like a no man's land in the Feywild.
Not exactly. With the 27, I'll say that you'll know that Zolbilna, I will get this, is kind of has this fairy godmother kind of vibe, and is known to grant wishes to those that dare enter her realm, or can find to.
Huh. And the name of the plane, sorry, one more time, was?
I just had Prismere.
Prismere, yeah.
You said Prismere.
I said Prismere.
Thank you. Huh. Now that is interesting. And what exactly are you seeking in Prismere?
I am seeking someone that I once knew a long time ago. I need you to find Natasha Yaga. She was last seen in Prismere. It's been some time.
That name doesn't ring any bells, right?
You can roll another history check.
Oh boy.
Hey, you have a +8, alright? I don't want to hear
Very historical today.
you.
15.
A lot of luck.
It sounds vaguely familiar in some sense. And it reminds you of another figure with a similar one known as Baba Yaga.
That's what I was thinking.
Ah, we good. We got this, totally.
Yeah, this is fine.
Is there a house as well?
There are many denizens of Prismere, so you'll probably find this.
Does this connection with this other name give me any bad feelings, or is it like, yeah, I think it's similar to another name that I think I've heard somewhere?
Do I give it on a 15?
That is the question.
Do you ask about
Yeah, if it's one that comes to mind.
It's definitely an
Probably.
odd name.
Hmm?
It's definitely an odd name. And definitely to some.
Yeah. Yeah, Eve would probably mention that. Ah, Yaga. That's not a last name that I've heard from many places except for the name Baba Yaga.
Well, that would be because that's her daughter.
Oh! Okay. Alright, and this person is trapped in Prismere?
Trapped in some way, shape, or form. Efforts to contact her have been met with mixed results, mostly blocked or non-responsive. Which has led us to believe that she's a captive.
Huh. Mostly blocked or unresponsive. Have any attempts to contact her gone through? And if so, what has she relayed?
Nothing. It's either blocked or non-responsive. There has been no response.
Huh. Okay. This is certainly interesting. And I'm assuming that it would be bad if someone from, well, certainly either one of the courts were to try to get in there, but other factions are also not allowed in.
It would not be looked kind from Zobin.
Yes.
Zabilna would not look kind on potential invasion from either of the Fey courts or any other significant faction, such as the Circle of Fates. But a group of adventurers just wandering into the Feywild, especially one so keen to evade both courts or possibly explore the plains, would not be met with that kind of suspicion.
I was gonna ask because I'm kind of
Your situation
deep.
will not be affected. Your issues with courts of some Zoboniad doesn't partake in either.
I guess while we're talking about that, I mean, all can hear, so she's not allowed to say anything about it. And you tell me what the deal is? I'm kind of concerned at this point because, I mean, Chivaladrin tried to kill us earlier.
Are you directing this question to Grey Malkin?
In the stool.
Still. The issues that you have with courts. Kind of looks over to Grey. I'm not sure if you want that information.
You think I'm safer not knowing?
It would definitely protect you from one of these threats.
Oh.
I know that memory issues can be troubling. Not knowing that what you don't know is helpful somehow. Sometimes it's important to forget things. The greater good.
I guess.
I'll say that if anyone wants to, anyone can decide that, Scott.
Absolutely.
I was just really wanting to say for whose greater good, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Use my last luck point. Yeah, no.
Veritas will try.
Yeah.
Are we all like
also
relatively in the same spot?
Also, Eve, could you roll again?
Oh, okay.
All of you get the sense that she has definitely endured what she speaks of. Gaz want to cite that?
I mean, we'll give it a shot.
What reason
Not
Virgil
very
did it was
insightful.
Not very
Hey.
insightful.
we have the numbers across the board: 2s, 4s, 7s, 3s. The shot.
All right, you more or less get the same information. That same, but it definitely seems like she has forgotten something for the great.
Well, for the greater good is nice and all, I guess, but personal knowledge is knowledge that's meant to be known. It's not something that anyone has the right to keep from someone. And it's not knowledge that you should feel pressured to refuse for quote unquote the greater good, Bosch. That's your decision, not anyone else's.
I could remember, I would ask it.
Well, if we're doing this thing, then, we're gonna talk later.
There's not been any confirmation of us accepting this right now. We have quite a big plate full of There are things we need to discuss before accepting this one.
Yeah. Things that Natasha could help.
She will eventually come into possession of knowledge that we will need. This small favor is easily taken care of.
Uh, hmm. I don't know if easily is the right word for it.
You used two improper words in that statement there. Whichever head was speaking. Small and easy. One, I checked out the moment Eve perked up about going to another plane. Don't sound too easy. And then when we go to said plane, does anyone here know anything within our party, excluding you two lovely ladies, about said plane? 'Cause I sure in the hell don't.
Eve slowly raises her hand.
You know, creatures, people. Do you have connections in the Feywild, Eve?
No connections to speak of yet.
Just read about it a lot.
I mean, yeah, I do acknowledge that, reading about these things is definitely not the way to go to gather knowledge because everyone's accounts are different and they're not very reliable. That's why I've always wanted to travel there and see for myself and experience what there is. But I haven't been there yet, personally.
This is just me speaking. In my point of view, this is like if you took a child, I even 8 or 13, gave them a spear and told them to go get a bear.
This is a common rite of passage in many societies. We understand, however, if you are afraid, Virgil. You
Yes,
have
I
been
am.
through a harrowing experience, and fear is only natural. But you cannot let weak knees stop you from running forward.
In my point of view, this isn't running forward. This is running away. Because running forward, they already know my target. I have to run towards him, and he's here. This plane.
Well, then he'll stay here until we get back, don't you think?
I don't know. Eve, will he?
Well, the thing is, if this person is an acquaintance of Nistul, gives her a nod, she's probably quite powerful in her own right. And, we all remember how it went the last time we tried to take on the ones who wronged you. We barely scraped out of there with our lives intact. I think that maybe a little bit of assistance could go a long way. And sure, yes, I agree that planeswalking is a very risky business. That's certainly not something that I have been keen on rushing into myself, and that's been a life goal of mine. Before going into places like this, it's important to do as much research as you can, know as much as you can, get as much experience as you can that will help you, but I think that this could potentially be a great boon for you as well, for all of us.
You all decide. And he's just going to grab another glass and walk towards his room. He's checked out for the day.
Do you want to? We can vote on it or something.
Doesn't stop. He just goes to his room.
So remind me again. Wanted to go to Neverwinter. Oh, Waterdeep. Was it something we needed to do, like, soon?
Well, yes and no. There is a very urgent matter that we need to attend to, but it sounds like it's been placed on hold, and who knows for how long? My family is monitoring the situation there, in case you know who tries to make any moves. But I haven't heard anything on that front so far. And, he does love his audience, so it sounds like that might be stable for a bit.
Okay.
Miss
What?
Dooley, sorry.
Go ahead.
How long has this person been in Prismere?
That's a little bit hard to tell.
Ah, right, Feywild.
I believe, but here on the Sierra Plain, I believe it's been 5 years.
But time being what it is between those two planes, a day here could be a year there for all we know, or the opposite. I don't know, that sounds a bit more time sensitive than the Waterdeep situation to me. But you had a thought, Bosch, what were you saying?
I'm gonna go around the table, see how people feel. Haven't heard from Veritas. He has been real quiet.
Veritas has been almost like playing around with his fork, kind of moving from back to side. Like he's in contemplating something.
Veritas, what are you thinking about, Brent?
Nothing.
I don't know, that seems
I
like
check.
something.
Yeah.
Veritas, do you allow the insight here?
You can insight me if you wish.
Yeah, good luck with that. His deception's stupid high, probably.
That's not gonna do anything.
Josh knows all.
Well, what are your thoughts about what?
If someone had succeeded, Nick, I need you to send what they work. Because someone might have succeeded.
Well, damn. Jerry is the most insightful.
He literally reads emotions.
Yeah, that does make sense.
He eats emotions.
Eats, reads, he knows emotions. He is emotion.
Wow, that's deep.
Not that kind of emotion.
But what are your thoughts about all this?
My thought.
What?
Oh, I thought you said you were talking about Stu.
Oh, no. Sorry. That was directed at Veritas and at Bosch, actually. I say in my Eve voice for some reason.
I don't know if that's a good idea to go to another plane.
Too dangerous, you reckon?
Not that.
Then what do you mean?
Stuff could happen. Not good stuff.
Oh? Anything in particular that's crossing your mind? Actually, I'm so sorry. Nistu, would you mind if we took a little bit with this decision? I think maybe we need to discuss it a little further.
Then please, take the time you need to discuss. Do keep in mind, worry about Tasha's safety, and I believe that she's very helpful to coming back.
Right, understood.
What now? The coming battle?
Against still have it.
Bad stuff.
Veritas gets up and leaves.
Eve will push her seat back, give a hasty half bow to Nistul, and like an eighth bow toward Grey Malkin. And say,
Okay, well, good evening for now. Ladies, we'll talk to you later, okay? Nistu.
That'll be.
Okay.
she'll glance at Bosch and
Follow after Veritas.
Ash will also get up. Be like, almost we're not that rude, just kind of awkward. We'll talk to you soon. And also follow down the hall.
Gazrak, cool, Virgil.
Oh, been gone.
Yeah, Virgil left earlier. Gaz is just gonna follow.
I must have missed it. Flipping through my things. Where did Virgil go?
My room.
Your room? Okay.
Moment like a conversation went to traveling to another plane. That's when it was just like, nah. In his mind, he's like, no, I don't want to do this because
Oh.
targets are here.
Okay.
And
I
party
took
was
that.
like, you could do it.
Got it. I took that as a mental checkout, not a literal checkout.
No, he mentally and literally checked out. Like he was just done with that conversation and
Gotcha.
walked away.
Okay,
Pull
gotcha.
the backs.
Gotcha. All right.
I walk away.
Well, as you walk away to consider the offer made by Nistul, I think that's a good place to end today's session.